Beast in the Eve 7, welcome back. We are back with some more Guilty Gear Strive action, this time of the top 8 variety. Yes, sirree, we are at the pinnacle, the top, the creme de la creme of the Blame Beasts who are vying for the title of Beast in the East. I will be taking you through the action on comms as Zoma alongside Gummy. Gummy, how are we feeling?
I'm feeling good. You know, I had a strong run today. DQ'd myself just so I can sit here in this seat with my main man on the mic, Zoma, because I love some good gear, but I love talking about it and just like taking people through it even more, right? And we got a shot on top of it.
Oh, absolutely. It's just some crazy people coming up on stage that are going to be vying for the championship of Beast in the E7, and it's going to be really awesome. But before we get into that, I want to give a shout out to Tyrant's Grave, the Virginia FGC regional that's going to be taking place November 9th in Ruckersville, Virginia. It's got all of the games that you could possibly want, including Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Guilty Gear Strive, as well as some other titles like Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, a title near and dear to my heart, Marvel baby, and some Uni 2 action, and as you can see right there, much more. So make sure you go to start.gg/Tyrant's Grave and sign up today. Check it out. Register for all the games that you see fit and get in on the action that they have at the Virginia FGC Regional. So now we will be transitioning into top 8. Currently, we have Swing and Cheryo up on stage, doing a bit of a button check right now, but I venture to see we are going to be seeing Cheryo and Swing lock in the Gold Lewis versus the Potemkin, because that will be topside of winner's bracket. But as you see on the graphic right on your screen, we've also got He-Ho and Jikh in the Milia Ditto, and we'll talk a little bit more about loser side when we get to it, because right now we are getting right into the winner's side top 8 action in TNS Cheryo and Swing. So how are we feeling about the big body brawl that's about to ensue?
Well, if anything's guaranteed, either the match is going to be really long or end really quickly, because both these characters do a bunch of damage and they don't take that much damage, right?
Absolutely
so it's
not.
one of the two, but nonetheless, it feels like whoever gets started first, you know, tells all the time, whoever gets started first might win that round. You know, just the Guilty Gear Classic. But look at them both. Look at that big old coffin right there and that other big hunk of a man ready. Got what are those bullets in the arms? I'm not really sure what percentage.
Horseshoes right there?
Yeah, something right.
I love
that.
that.
A whole lot.
And both of them putting on the orange jumpsuits in their outfits, because both of them, once they get in, they are going to put you in one hell of a jail in terms of their pressure sequence between the Behemoth Typhoon on Cheryo's side and then, of course, the Pot Buster Strike Throw that you're seeing enforced with the Garuda Impact on the part of Swing. But we're going to White Wild Assault on in there, the heavy special that's allowed to us in Season 3 of Guilty Gear Strive. But great anti-air there from Swing to keep Gold Lewis in the corner.
Yeah, keeping Gold Lewis in the corner is definitely very integral to Pot's game plan, or just Pot's game plan in general. But as I say that, commentators curse maybe, we got Kara 2-6-A, a bunch of BT pressure. This pressure is Behemoth, some might say.
Absolutely. In this Behemoth Typhoon, we are being trapped in the corner, but slowly trying to poke our way out as Swing and Potemkin. Gonna hammer fall to get on in through with the armor, and then go into the Garuda, cancel into the PB, baiting out the deflect shield, and Swing draws first blood here in top 8.
Yeah, crazy start already from these two players, right? Honestly, probably one of my most anticipated matches that I hope was going to happen, right? Because, like, this is a crazy lore back then. These two used to play all the time, but here they are, years later, meeting up at top 8 winner side in the here in Beast in the East, right? As I say that, we got a bunch of Garuda pressure going in, and the Potemkin Buster. We don't even need to cash out with the meter. Does way more than enough damage to secure Swing the first win here in winner's side.
Absolutely. It seemed like Cheryo didn't even get a chance to get started, and we noted beforehand going in there who's going to get that first hit is going to be a big determinant in who takes the momentum of the set and who can carry it all the way through. And you're already seeing it once again. Swing getting it in there with the Potemkin Buster. It becomes a much harder game to play. And on top of that, being able to jail Gold Lewis in the corner effectively with these anti-air jabs and then cashing out to get enough damage. They heat knuckle to finish it off, send the big hoss through the wall, and get a big W in your column here in game 2.
Yo, I really like the way this Swing is, like, honestly playing that pressure, because, like, the corner pressure, it's not like typical potential pressure where it's like just, you know, stagger strike throw. It really feels like you're staying at that magical space to just outspace or all of, you know, Gold Lewis's, like, rebuttal options.
Here we go, but Cheryo starting to get momentum shifted in their favor, getting a great OD to send them through. Hard knockdown, now they can get something started, but the back Mega Fist, the Ejecto Cedo Cuz option on Potemkin, but it ain't going, that ride gonna stop here with Gold Lewis taking round 2 there. Cheryo showing signs of life right before jumping into another anti-air. These are coming out in droves on the part of Swing.
Swing over here, out here with this pressure, getting started when the, oh my gosh, the hammer fall, Potemkin busted, a tail was old as time, right? A trick as old as another one. They can just keep doing with these Potemkin busters. Swing is just letting them rock, and Cheryo is not, maybe it's the fear of the strike throw, but Cheryo's just eating these Potemkin busters for breakfast.
You see them trying to FD out as well as like trying to push themselves out of range of the Garuda, but even still, Swing operating at just enough range where PP is still a threat, but also enough to where Gold Lewis can't Abari out. So that is an amazing use of space control to keep the corner on Cheryo. But here we go, Cheryo trying to get something started. Able to get out of the range of the YRC, but the Swing is just a bit too stubby to catch and punish the YRC. But we still have the Behemoth pressure being kept up, and this is where Gold Lewis shines, because look at that chip damage.
Yeah, it looks like they're like, I like small moments like that in this match, right? Because Cheryo right there was waiting for maybe a wild assault attempt, but Swing took advantage of the fact that, you know, I knew that you knew, so I'm gonna do this. Right.
Yeah, meeting of the minds there. We are both alike. We both play heavyweights, and we know what we want to get out of this corner pressure and control the neutral. And wow, look at that Behemoth Typhoon extending all the way out there, punishing the slide head.
All right, Swing go ahead and getting this pressure started once again with the Garuda. Back to back to back to back, Potemkin busters. We're not going to cash out quite yet as we still have the corner to ourselves. Once, oh! Nice.
Yep, the 50 RC, the 50 tension RC was on tap, and Cheryo was ready for it. This time forward jumping on out of there at the right time. But Cheryo now going to get the OD to send him through the wall. Not going to be enough to kill, but this is going to be a really good spot for them. But we HPB on out of there, not taking to the Squad Kite yet, but we still get to get out of harm's way. The deflect shield on the Behemoth Typhoon. Swing vying for a chance at life here, trying to deflect the Thunderbird. Good job swatting it away, but still runs into the double knee of the Big Hoss. So that is 2-1 Swing. Cheryo now on the board.
All right, looks like we're shaking off some nerves over here. Swing getting right back into it. Yeah, we're just shaking it off. All the nerves. We're locking in quite literally. I love that. The rituals, right? You know, the first game was awesome. Second game, I'm a little shakier. Let's get our momentum back. You know, I really like that. You know, most players typically don't do stuff like that.
Yeah, you know, you can reset back to character selection screen, but sometimes you just got to stand up and actually just like, let the whole body shake, rattle, and roll a little bit. Right. Shouts out to my 6th grade PE teacher who taught us that song. But here we go. We're going to get on here with some Let's Get Physical with Mr. Gold Lewis swinging the big old coffin with the Behemoth Typhoon. But good job. Cheryo has done a lot better in these last couple of sets, or last couple of games, jailing Potemkin before they can get jailed themselves.
Yeah, and you know, and honestly, Cheryo, it seems like Cheryo themselves is also just locked in, right? It's like they're playing the neutral better, the pressure is much more aggressive, and the baits for some of these deflect shields are a little better as well, as we potentially almost got the super off, but unfortunately Swing blocked it, and now we got a corner sequence over here.
Yeah, deflect shield to get Garuda away. I believe that they were trying to read a back Mega Fist with that super, but unfortunately, you are now in a precarious situation. Not a hard knockdown, but slowly walking out of the range of the big swing. Got clipped by the White Wall Assault. Deflect shield on tap, but the back fist from Gold Lewis. Cheryo still making a mountain out of a molehill taking that round.
Yeah, like, honestly, ugh. I feel like there's a few misinputs going on over here, but maybe that might be a cause for a loss, right? That definitely does not feel good. Just as well, like this right here might not feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheryo noting that Potemkin Swing is not very comfortable on the back foot, and understandably so, because again, that chip damage can add up, and then you also have the mix factor of the different ways that Behemoth Typhoon can be sent at you, not just from the high-low aspect, but from the startup aspect as well. So Cheryo giving Swing a different look here as they've evened out the set count. We're at game 5 now.
Yeah, game 5, and we're really starting out strong as Cheryo is just running this pressure, these plus frames, these behemoths. Oh my god, the 2P to 684. Mind control is happening right now, not giving Swing an opportunity to fight back as Swing has to guard all this pressure. Yeah, choosing to burst there was a risk, or choosing to not burst there was actually the safe option. You know, you don't really have that much health. Might want to save it for this next round, and we can have a potential comeback.
Yeah, we're going to spend the burst here early. We are up a round, so we can definitely afford to spend it at this moment in time. But Swing is going to have to make the most of it now that they have a chance to lock them down. Thunderbird going to come out, go and control the neutral, my child. Tried to make a fist on over it, but Cheryo was ready for it on the other end with a nice block. Oh, but there we go, Gigantic High.
Yeah, there it is. Potemkin with 50 meter, definitely like one of the better supers in the game, able to push Cheryo to the corner, but Cheryo, you taking this opportunity to fight out immediately. And now we're back in the same situation as before. We have 50 tension. What's the mix? We got high, low, left.
Yeah, Swing has no tension for the FD, so they had to hold on to the brunt of that mix, and they got to hold on to the brunt of that coming out, and then the rising JP to secure it. We were up. And Swing is letting Cheryo know how they feel about this character. Because I think they use that. I think I've seen that a bunch of different times. But regardless of the unique dialogue, we are in for a very unique matchup in the form of this Millia Mirror. The retreating 6P from Jikh, but here goes Hiho forcing the burst from Jikh already. The JH on the other side. Nothing that we haven't seen from Millia before, but I venture to say between these two specialists, we're going to be seeing some very unconventional options being shown.
Yeah, definitely. You know, one big thing is I wonder in the mirror, how do you deal with Capel? How does Millia deal with her own kit? And, well, I guess I just got an answer right there, right? Maybe use your meter to slow them down and break the wall, which leads to Hiho taking the first round here.
Yeah, the crimson-haired demon on the left on the part of Hiho. The crimson embodying the blood being spilt from the other side here. Hiho looking really good here, ushering Jikh into the corner. And folks, if you don't know at home, Hiho is currently in the black trench coat. Jikh is in the red. Yep. So that is how we're going to keep up with the Ditto. And now Hiho is slowly putting Jikh in a bind here, just slowly marching them down.
Yeah, you know, ooh. Yeah, both players seem like they're just playing, you know, more neutral than anything, not really trying to run to pressure because of stuff like that, right? All these checks, they know what their character does. Oh my gosh!
How do you see that mix? That's just something that you have to have 10,000 hours of Malcolm Gladwell type beat against Millia, but nothing that you don't see. The hour one is the Capel taking the game here for Hiho to get things started. A commanding game one.
Are we Yamcha here?
I'm 100%. 100%.
You know what? I love to see it.
I don't even know what I'm seeing at this point. But here we go. We're getting a quick burst here. Once again, deja vu, but this time an early burst here from Hiho. So we're jostling for some position here mid-screen. But it looks like Jikh is slowly taking the corner position. A bad mood to get things started here in the RC after the fact, but still some great defense here to push them out of range for Artemis to get the reset on pressure.
Yeah, and, well, they are just trading positions left and right, fighting to get out of the corner, and as we see right there, Jikh's Capel will be the tool that gets him out of the corner here, taking Hiho to the other side of the corner, going left, right, up, down, in the close slash lighthouse of a move will end the round.
I don't care how much Millia you play, that S-Disc is equal in the eyes of every single person that picks up a copy of this game, Guilty Gear Strive, for the PlayStation 4 or whatever system we're running this on. But I do know that Hiho systems are running on 10 right now, as they are going to get a super cash out to break the wall, get a hard knockdown. This is the setup that you would ideally want. Sets up a great safe jump, a Mirage opportunity here, and a same side Capel mix-up. But again, Jikh, nothing that they haven't seen before.
Yeah, nothing they haven't seen before, nothing we haven't seen before of betting a bunch of meter being spent over here after a failed Capel. All right, yeah, both players just trying to jump out of the corner left and right once again.
Look at them.
They're just moving.
Yeah, I was going to say, look at them threatening like different movement options, whether it's just air stall, baiting them to commit to trying to punish the Mirage, the turbo fall on landing. It's just a lot of different mind games being played like almost at once simultaneously between these two at the same phase of the game. And
undoubtedly, there's more mind games than you and I together can both comprehend going on here, as they are more familiar, right?
Here we go, 6P into the 8th, the S-Disc to push him a little bit further into the corner, but Jikh fighting their way out. Good block on the Bad Moon, even though it was meterless. Hiho was ready to call it out. Not an option that's usually represented without a way to make it safe. The high JH to try to get themselves out of the corner, and the frame trap on the hair car gonna be a good way to usher Hiho into the corner. Jikh catching them with the same side H-Disc setup after the fact, and that is going to be how they even up the set count. Best of 3 situation on tap in the Millia Mirror.
It's hurting my brain.
Yes.
This
Yes.
match is definitely hurting.
I feel like an auctioneer covering this right now.
100%. Oh, but not as much as that's going to hurt, right? If we didn't burst that at least. Oh, nice read on the jump there. Oh my gosh, Jikh playing this so well. No burst on the table for either player here as they're both just moving, schmoving, covering the screen entirely.
The Capel is putting in work in stopping the air approach from each player respectively, honestly. They're both throwing it out, trying to get a little bit of cruising control, but good 6P into the RC. This should be a great deal of corner carry. Not going to go into any disc edge. We're just going to do the 2P OTG. Set up the throw. This is, oh, actually, no, not even going for the safe jump. Just going to run up with the OTG, keep the scramble going. This seems to be what Jikh is currently going to thrive in.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe Millia players, maybe the weakness is just their own character, right? Because, like, I'm thinking Jikh. Jikh's doing so good at blocking the Millia mix, but you can only go that. Oh, my point exactly. You can only keep that going for so long, as even the dirtiest to mix it to work on your own character are two masters of the character, even.
Bad Moon RC, the classic, though, going to spend the H-Disc and actually go into the JH to break the wall. Just positive bonus on tap for Jikh. They are in a really good spot here, but 2K2D is the great equalizer against any, or for any Millia here. Going to reset into the H-Disc. Oki going for the JH safe jump. Jikh had to know that that was a possibility. Jikh ready for the super, and this is going to be real tough for Jikh to get out of.
Ooh, that was a very scary burst point, right? As close slashes are jump countable, but definitely took the risk and it paid. It's looking like it's going to pay off as Jikh is one touch, one singular touch, and the Capel will do it. Oh, that rose. It's doing so much for both of these players here, right? Giving Jikh the opportunity to fight back as we start the next round with the throw tech, the counter hit, bar slash in the air. Yep,
Jikh now spending their burst, so it's very likely that both of them are going to be locked out of burst. And the throw bait on the Mirage into the Artemis and going into some really tricky situations
What
here.
is happening?
Gonna go right back on over. I'm seeing double. 4 Millias.
That was so fast. I don't believe you're human if you can react to that.
I don't believe you're human if you can just go from S-Disc into the PRC air throw and then YRC on the other end.
No.
What is going on right now? We're calling out the deflect shield with Artemis. Jikh just shaking his head, just being like, man, what else do I have to do?
Man, I'm working so hard here. You know how, this has gotta suck.
Yeah, I mean, look, you saw Jikh in the beginning, well, actually, especially in Game 3. Yeah. I'm going to go into more of a scramble situation to be a lot more unpredictable and not giving Jikh enough time to think about what situational, or what situations could happen with Millia, because, again, these are two specialists of the character, so when they have time to think, they have time to assess the situation. So keeping the scramble going is going to be really good, and as you see, they reset into the H-Disc, Jikh blocking the first interaction, but not the second here, so Jikh being acutely aware of that from Jikh.
Speaking of being aware, we have 50 meter. Ooh, Jikh, nice reaction to the cross-up, but we're actually choosing to spend the burst. We want to close out this round as fast as possible. Jikh not giving it up easily, using the movement.
The rising air throw attempts, Jikh definitely being a little bit too anxious, overextending, trying to chase Millia, but that's kind of what you have to do when you're able to chase her. You got to do it. But here we go. It's a bit of a weird situation here, being the chaser and not the chasee. And Jikh clawing it back with the anti-air close slash.
Yeah, that was crazy, right? Jikh, as we saw last round, chose to spend the burst because they wanted to spend everything to secure that round. But Jikh snatching it back from the jaws of defeat. Here we are in the final order, the final round of this game potentially, right? Tied up to 2-2. Here
we go, Jikh killing them in the corner with the use of bar slash and jump slash. A bit of a trade here, but still going to be what keeps Jikh in the corner. The close slash going to anti-air on the other side. Going to be WA to catch him into the H-Disc setup and caught them on the ground. So Jikh, masterful setup play here to get Game 4 in their favor. And once again, we are at Game 5 here in top 8 winners.
Yeah, another Game 5 back-to-back. Like, what's going on? We got some real killers up in here.
Absolutely. And this time, they're killers that have the same eyes, the same look of violence and vitriol between the two. But who will be advancing after this Game 5? Jikh trying to take the driver's seat in the momentum, but we're going to get a quick burst out of here once they got popped.
Yeah, I'm thinking to pop. Both players choosing to pop their burst over here immediately to try not to, because I feel like the first person that gets positive bonus has such a big advantage over the other character, right?
Oh, but got tripped up by the 2K2D. Get it, another 2K2D. That enables that immensely powerful S or H-Disc mix-up, and it comes in many different fashions in the form of truth or not. Truth or dare. Can you hold this mix? You cannot, and Jikh is going to be at set point.
Yeah, 1 round to move it on. Like, remember, winner of this has their date with Cheryo, so both players really want to get a feel for that because they, you know, maybe that's a good matchup. I'm not sure.
I know Melia players do say that they don't mind fighting Gold Lewis as much as other characters do, so Cheryo's looking with, you know, a bit of a distaste at what he's seeing on the screen currently, but we're going to see which variety he gets. Are we going to see the red hair or the blonde hair coming out of it? Hiho making sure it's the red hair as they try to get the rising JP to send Jikh back down to the earth, baiting out a throw there, but nothing doing. Jikh is just remaining solid defensively, forcing a burst from Hiho after tagging him with the 2K.
Yeah, both players. Once again, the Capel's coming out, the neutral, which is really fast. Both players, and Jikh's doing a really good job at catching Hiho in the air as Hiho catches Jikh, spending some meter for defensive options here and sending him through the wall. Actually, forget what I said. I got mixed once again.
Going for the OTG close slash once again. Can they nail him down? Got the close slash to hit, but able to confirm after the drop. Good stuff there from Hiho, and we are at a duel 3 in game 5.
Yeah, final game, final round over here as we start the potential final, the final free interaction in neutral that Hiho might have as we are in the corner with H-Disc. We're going low and low and low and low, and now we're going mid into the super. And we're going back into the corner low once again. What's the mix? We going low once more.
Look at the snowball there from Jikh as they get a perfect Duel 3 final round in Game 5 to advance into winners finals. I don't care if you play the character, the snowball is Dayman decides to do. Are they going to chase him down or play more of that keep away game? But let's see what we go into it. Koi lane on the Melia. We're just going to go into the round start Kabari here for Dayman, potentially calling out a backdash here and go right into the 50-50 tether. So we're trying to bait a burst here, but we are letting our There you go, the Yozansen.
There it is. Once again, Yozansen back-to-back as we take advantage of the fact that we just did it back-to-back to get the perfect.
Absolutely good stuff. Got the offense going early and calling out the jump early with the round start, JD. Dayman is just already letting Lane know that they took a look at the book, and look at that! The start on the 6B on the start calling out the BRC, and that's a double perfect just like that! This character was nerfed, by the way. This character was nerfed.
How long was that match?
I don't know. I didn't even get to say anything.
All right, you know what? Everybody gets one. That was the warm-up. Oh my God, that's the Yozansen we were talking about earlier in the burst space that we were also mentioning once again earlier as we are in the bike and domain expansion 2D. Oh, I thought we were going to see a tether there. Unfortunately, we did not, but we see this with other Yozansen into the throw. Now you got to guess for game.
Opting to go for just a close slash media to get some really safe pressure there. The JH hitting on both sides, though. The tether does create some pretty wonky situations, but here we go. You give Melia an inch, they will take a mile. You can't spell mile without MIL, and you can start Melia by spelling those as well, but it's going to spell disaster as they got out of the corner wall stick there and runs right into the 6P. Dayman in total control right now.
Yeah, definitely, right? Lane, you know, we saw signs of life there, but Dayman still definitely took back the driver's seat. It's my style. We're going to this is like Goofy movie. We're going to where I want to go. I want to go to the concert, Dad.
There we go. Shouts out to Powerline One Chord. We'll see what kind of music's being sung here, but it's some very calming music as Dayman C looks very cool and comfortable underneath the Melia pressure there. Well, the Yozansen, that was slightly plus. They were both in the air. But here we go, the close slash anti-air. This is how Lane can get started here, but here comes the parry. Cannot combo after that, but opting to go into the close slash. Gonna get the BRC to get a full combo, resetting into the tatami safe jump, but a good YRC, catching the backdash with the 6HS, and here we go. This is how we can take a round, and we do just that. Lane not going down quietly.
Yeah, not going down. You know, I kind of can respect it. Dayman chooses not to spend the burst, right? I have the advantage. I can afford to take some risks, like we have took the risk of using parry right there, as that could have gotten baited. It did not. Dayman is just keeping the momentum going with the blue wild assault tether. You're in Biken's domain now. This is not where you want to be, even as Melia.
Yeah, you gave him a little bit of room there. Went for the 5P tick throw, but Lane doing what a lot of Melias do in the face of the tether, just going towards the skies, and now you let them set up the S-Disc or the H disc, I should say, and now you got a dust on the other end. So some positive bonus on tap for lane as they can build meter for a potential YRC, but they're going to run right into a Johnson and force a burst. Oh no.
Are we going to see another bait? Oh, just barely not seeing it right there as Lane just barely didn't commit to it, but we did commit to the 2K2D as the crowd pops up in celebration and Lane taking it 1-1 right now.
I will say there is a little bit of crowd favoritism at play because we saw the double perfects. I'm popping off. We're going crazy. Like, how could they call all that stuff out? Dead silent. Lane call out a close one, and let's just say that was good of them to do so, but the crowd was going crazy. So we'll see if the crowd can power Millia up.
Oh!
But sometimes you don't even need a power up. You just do what Millia does, and that is just mix your shoes off you. Oh my God.
I didn't know she could do that. Okay, the crowd loves it. Lane got the power up, yo.
Oh my gosh, yeah, now it seems like the shooter's on the other foot in terms of being able to call out the respective options of our opponent. Good FD to get out of range of the Tatami to cause a little bit more of a disadvantageous situation on defense. The JS battle is going to be won by Millia. The long-ranging reach of it go into the Capel. Parry saved, by the way, so some good adaptation of their offensive structure here from Lane.
Yeah, Lane definitely making some better, some like really good adjustments here as we adjust our altitude to catch the JD recovery there.
Oh, here we go. The JS jump in, the bike and call of the storm. Here we go, gonna go into it. Heaven, earth, and man, send them on through. Hard knockdown. Here comes biking.
All right, we got the tether immediately back to back. Oh, we're spending the meta to try. Yeah, we tried to bait a burst there, but good on Lane having that good old burst discipline, saving it for the final round, because I feel like dual threes are probably the most important. You want to have some resources available.
Well, you're definitely going to want some resources now because you are in hell right now. You've got the tether on you, the meterless throw that she was given in season 3.5. But here we go. We burst on out of there to keep biking in the corner, looking for an air throw, but nothing doing. Nobody is home. Nobody's coming to knock in. Leave the Girl Scout cookies at the door, but I got some treats for you in the form of this mix here as we return back to neutral. And a great whip punish on the 6P, picking up on what Damon was putting down in the first game, but not able to complete the combo, so Damon has another chance to try to win this. Uh-oh.
All right, we still have a big opportunity. Oh, and the opportunity that the Rose itself gave Lane to cross up there and bring it up to 2-1. Damon.
Yeah, there you go. Again, one of the tools that I don't think that I covered enough in detail in this matchup was Capel. I did mention that it was parry safe in terms of getting your offense structured, but in neutral, it provides you a lot of different ways to send out approach options because Yeonsan, JD, IAD back to Tommy, and JP all lose in that interaction. So that is a great way to both change your air momentum as well as get in a more risk-free way. But here we go. Dayman C is the one that's getting in here with these IAD or these instant jump Yozansons.
All right, here we go. Mess up the Yozanson, and we got the close slash and retaliation by Lane over here as we're using Artemis to get a big old combo started. And we're going to go into the Winger Super for that wall break positive bonus reset we love to see over here.
Yeah, we absolutely do if we're Millia, and we love to see you not holding down back, probably trying to retreat after the fact here because you had a hard knockdown situation, fearing the Mirage or something, but you got caught with the close slash. And Lane at set point here after a commanding game one. The momentum seems to be all in their favor.
Yeah, momentum all in their favor. You mean for Lane, as we see right here, the momentum in the corner as we go for a nice little left-right reset, and we're not blocking once again, but maybe because we have the resources, the burst, the tension, we have a lot we can spend here. What's the mix? We go right and we parry in the right direction. How do you do that?
That is some good stuff there from Dayman C, getting out of the JH cross-up, and now going to get the full conversion, but can't get the Kabari to hit. A bit of a missed input there. We saw the 6H come out after the fact. The NTR 5P calling out the IAD to Tommy. Now you have one more guess, but you got to burst after the fact. You had a chance there to cancel into the super or an RC to space it out. But here comes the YRC, and we just send the Heaven Earth man in the face of the mist. Dayman C7 is not holding down back.
Yeah, we're not holding down back. We're not just not holding back in general, right? You know, the warm-ups are off. The training weights are off as well. Dayman is not looking to go out without a fight, but they're going to have to fight for their way out of this corner right here as Lane with a dash cam to 6S, or 6H, I should say.
coming back down with the JH, one of the riskier ways to come back down. There are the close slash in your future if you were ready as lane, but here we go. Dayman C7 getting the lazy JS to hit, going for a throw, but a nice throw break there from lane. It is imperative that they do not get themselves tethered right now.
Ooh. Yeah, that's terrible right here with Scary. We're back to where Millia wants you to be, right? You're just blocking everything, forcing you to spend all your resources, your YRC back to back. Oh, spending a speaking resources. We find the blue wild assault and the flex shield. Both players are drained of all resources here. It's all neutral. It's all about what our character can do.
Ooh, trying to chase them with the TK Yones on set, but nothing doing there, just a little bit out of range. Lane jostling for position, but gonna run right into a Kabari. This is gonna be huge. Gonna go for the BRC cancel. The 6P out of range on the punish though. It's Kabari once again stuffing the ground and approach. Great block on the Yones on set, but not on the second one. Had the opportunity to punish, but just gonna run up and throw. And Lane is going to take the set 3-1 over Dayman C7. So the Millias are still running wild here, Gummy. Or I don't want to say risk-free, but less risk in being able to lock Faust down so he cannot just throw items at a distance, as we already saw the curse round start.
Yeah, you know, it's stuff like that where, like you mentioned, the curse is going to be very integral right here. As we get curse applied to us immediately, now you have to hold all this mix and Lurry ready to throw the roll, right? That is a traditional counterplay you're supposed to be doing, but it's still really difficult to do, as it's going to be difficult to block that overhead as Lurry cashing it out with a fully charged thrust here, choosing not to break the wall, actually.
Actually, yeah, I'm a big fan of that, just keeping the corner position against Happy Chaos. But Lucy going to take full advantage of that, being able to get on out of there, reset the concentration, but only has one bullet in the chamber currently. We saw in their previous matches that they were a little bit they were not efficient in their resource management, and that cost them dearly in their winner side matches. But we will see if they can do it right here against Lurry, because it's going to be really integral to do it against a player of this caliber, as you already see Larry use J2K, the much maligned button, against any character to take the first round.
Yeah, definitely, right? And you talked about resource management. Lucy, she's got a very tall order because you have all these items on screen, right? And like just everything is a lot that's gonna be stopping her from just like throwing curse, concentrating. As Lurry right there showing us why the mix into the meteors. We have a bunch of items, the bomb, the banana peel. Nowhere, you are not safe anywhere as I K-Crow behind you.
Oh, but I do love, oh, Super PRC, but I did love the attempt of Lucy to use the burst offensively to keep Faust in the corner. Unfortunately, Super PRC is going to get Lurry out of jail, and now we've got some really good stuff here. The back dash into the 2K, can't fully convert off of it though, but Lucy still is in a way that she can take control of this, and a back throw is going to definitely help you here.
Yeah, back throw's gonna help us right here, as are these bullets that's gonna keep us. Plus, as we continue this pressure concentration,
yeah, we're out of bullets there. Lurry should have been a little bit more aware of that, ready for the strike throw rather than the gunshot.
Oh no, the blue wild assault just barely not going fast enough, and Lucy just barely not reacting to the left, right there, as it's very hard.
Meteor Scarecrow is just such an impossible tool to defend against.
Yeah,
it's just guard crush plus the 50-50, and eventually you can also delay it to set up a command grab as well. It is a lot to deal with. And Lurry, knowing just that, got their win condition thanks to the help of RNGesus, and Lucy the Lamia is going to have to pray to a different deity to get something right here to reset the momentum. But right now, the prayers have seemed to be answered here to start the game 2.
Spending all this bullets, but look, it's like we're talking about the resource game. We have to spam the super to safely get back into a position where we are comfortable being, and as we are just running at Lurry with the bullets, black, as we go into the Deus Ex to break the wall and take the round with the perfect Lucy, showing signs of life here.
There you go. Good perfect on the board here. Again, we were a little bit scared about running out of that concentration meter, but having the wherewithal to spend the tension to get that going and then be able to fully exercise the right to bear arms to close things out here. But here comes Faust here, going to do a little bit of doctoral work here. The house call is in effect. We just pull up to your door and we give you a bit of a haircut. Do doctors do that?
You know, maybe. You know, like, oh, we gotta go bald. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. But either way, I know one thing's for sure. You might not have locked the hairdo, but you're definitely not going to look at like the way that your ankle looks after this. But you're still alive!
Yeah, just barely, actually. Oh, with the meaty 5P and the perfect, Lurry will be going back-to-back rounds. He's going band for band here.
Oh, here we go. Gonna try to jump over the curse, but nothing doing, but still able to tattoo Happy Chaos here. A bit of
That was scary.
Yeah, scary. Pulling out the
was really
donut. That is probably the one thing that you did not want there. But Lucy the Lamia using that to get out of harm's way, slowly hogging them down. But again, we are out of concentration. We do have 50 meter though, so will we spend it? But we're just a little bit afraid of Faust right now. We're being caught retreating a lot here.
Yeah, you know, if Faust gets going, like, it can be rough for anyone, right? Like, there's all the items, the no limit. That's a big difference from old Faust compared to, like, new Faust, or this iteration of Faust, right?
Absolutely, and Mini Faust on the floor right now, just occupying so much space, daring Lucy to find any reason to Abare on out of there, trying to do a jump back, but no good. We're going to fully convert into a round 3 win to clinch game 2, so we are now threatening the sweep with the Faust.
Yeah, and the Faust is definitely coming out strong. The doctor is making some calls as they need another patient to maybe take care of in the loser of with the swing now, right?
I believe swing, yes, correct. But Lucy the Lamia trying to get a fresh dose of ibuprofen there, ease the pain, but slowly going there. But it's so painful when you're putting yourself in these bad situations. You have the corner pressure going, but you're out of concentration to keep it going the way that you need to. And again, giving your opponent too much time.
Right, giving time right here. We're going to take some time to reload immediately and continue this pressure with the tap, dust, gunshot, and manages to sneak in the concentration there. Lurry wasn't quite ready to punish, but we got the trumpets on deck. We got the army with us. How do we avoid this as Lucy?
Yeah, we just kind of take it as we can get it. We take the hit as well and get a full trade of damage right here. No Deus Ex Machina. We're going to send the Haymaker in the 6S, send him on through, but you can just jump back and play the curse game if you need to against him. But you got tagged by the close slash, but the offensive burst to put him in the corner, this is still going to be tough. 100 meter on deck, and yep, swift gunshot after the tap does. A unique characteristic of Happy Chaos. SJS Lucy doing it at the exact right time here and looking to repeat the success of the first round in the second one.
Yeah, and speaking of repeating, we're repeating the tap dust into the gunshot to take Lurry into the corner here as we're doing it once again. Are we going to see another one? Maybe not, because we're out of concentration. As I say that, we spend the 50 tension to get this pressure started once again, and there's another thing we haven't seen actually at all. This set.
Yes, Itgo. That's true, because it's honestly not going to be used a lot, because Happy Chaos doesn't really mind not interacting with Scapegoat, because that's probably going to be at a time where they're trying to get it. Oh my god, I want to finish my thought, but I can't. Deus Ex Machina pulling a hole through that paper bag. One more than the eye holes already on Faust's bag. Lucy the Lamia taking game 3. She is not out of it.
I'm surprised that killed. I know Lurry the Faust has no guts, but like, that's
yeah,
crazy.
that was a considerable amount of life that they just chewed through there.
Alright, speaking, we're chewing through all the options at the barbershop, and we can pick up the afro. Maybe not, we don't like it. We can ignite it and get rid of it. And Lurry, we got the meteors back on deck. Are we gonna see a left, right? We're not. We're just tossing more items back to back as we got the army right here with us.
Mini Faust in the back pocket as well, but they might not even need it. Oh, as I say that, we pop it right on out of there. This is some amazing corner pressure, but I like the 2K attempt to go into a whiff cancelable button after the fact, but it was still a little bit of a bad situation to traverse there. Lurry taking full advantage, and we are back to set point for them.
Yeah, back to set point once again, and Lurry, like you said, wants to actually just make it to this next round, right? And that was a pretty, good way that Lurry was just like interacting with Scapegoat, right? Didn't bother hitting it. I'm just going to let it run out. I'm okay with staying close to it.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked too, because they opted to float over Scapegoat after a bit of a delay there rather than just using time to maybe pocket an item or something.
Yeah.
But here we go, now just running down Happy Chaos. I guess they might have heard me because they're being very aggressive right now, prompting a YRC, and a YRC in return to keep Happy Chaos in the corner. Tried to 6P to link into a corner combo, but nothing doing. We're still in a good spot though. Look at these items that we're throwing out here. But we get back thrown here, and we know about back throws in Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah, back throw incidents are very known, as is this concentration super potentially coming up here. No! We choose not to do it. We take the risk, and it costs us our burst.
3 bullets on tap too, but we roll on through. A hero's burst here from Lurry, almost paying off. The meteor coming out, there's going to have to be a quick assessment here from Lucy, but they pull it out there because those meteors were coming. The day of the dinosaurs, the day of reckoning was coming for Happy Chaos.
Yeah, and it definitely worked out for her, right? Because look, we're back at set point. Last game, not last game, but last round for this game right here. As we get another haircut, might get ignited by the Afro, just barely not. What are we going to see? High, low, none of that matters. And as Lucy gets the close slash and taking Lurry to the corner.
Yeah, what a back dash on the throw attempt there from Faust. Definitely, you fear the fuzzy. You don't think about the throw there, but Lucy doing great job on defense and had the YRC as well, but Mini Faust preventing that from going from bad to worse, and things are going bad to worse for Lucy. We have no bullets as we are getting hocked down with a bomb right in our face.
Okay, we got another bomb on deck right here. That was a pretty good spot as Lurry goes into the mix over that banana to take the game 3-1 over Lucy.
There you go. You saw Lucy having to retreat to build up the resources. Again, the resource management was the bane of their set existence.
So I'll do like TK. Wow, Birthday Train. This is a good song.
I do like Birthday Train. This is good. I didn't even look at it.
They'll just do. I met Lane on Tower, and I got mixed like the hardest I ever had in my life, and that's how I became best friends.
And that's, you know, you're better than me. If someone mixed like that, I'm not talking to them ever. But here we go. We'll see if there's going to be any friendly stuff going on here, or it's going to be straight animosity between these two Millia. The Millia Mirror once again in action here. The cross-up JH landing for Hiho. They are definitely in the driver's seat to get things started. Good block on the Mirage. Didn't go into an immediate button, but the Bad Moon, even with no meter, actually did have the meter behind it.
Barely got the meter,
just barely. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. You know, and it's even stuff like small stuff like that, right? Like I know that you know I shouldn't do this if I have no meter, but I'm gonna do it anyways because it's a dumb thing to do.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of a test your gangster type.
Right. And we're definitely testing some gangster here as Koi pulls up with the hair car and the Impala, and we're getting into the winger as well. To get the hard knockdown positive bonus, exactly where you want to be if you're someone like Lane, going for the double, triple, over, and quadruple overhead.
Here we go, though, but all blocks here from Hiho, and it's rewarded with a 2K2D going into the empty low, but the FD pushing him out to a really good range for defense for Lane, and being able to pilot that, sending the Septum Cycles through the wall, and now we're going to a dual 3.
All right, Bowie starting off immediately with slow for Milia's sake, right? Like playing neutral. Oh,
the Artemis bait, yes sirree. Now we set up the disc after the fact, but again, Hiho so stout defensively, but it's these innocuous situations that are after the fact where they keep seeming to lose the momentum that's gained from initially blocking the first interaction because they just run into a JS, but they do call out the burst, all the startup animations.
Yeah, very scary, right? That was a good first point, but I guess, you know, Hiho was just ready for it on top of that, and now ready. I'm ready to see how Hiho is going to play this neutral. Never mind. Lane gets the counter hit, close slash, and we're going to get, we're going to keep the corner here for the advantage.
Going with the JH safe jump, and now we're going to Blue Wild Assault to force Guard Crush. Look at these blocks here, but not going for an overhead, just going right back down into the low. The Capel plus the disc, all the hair being on screen, but it's all coming down to a game 1 win for Lane. So Hiho, as opposed to the previous Millia Mirror, now going down early in this set.
Yeah, and the burst is going down early as well, and it's not looking good for Lane as we immediately going to get into some mix here. We might see a left-right. Now we're going to catch up with the Bad Moon damage twice over.
Can we get a third one? No, we're just going to keep it simple with the close slash stagger pressure here. Going on the other side after getting pushed back with the FT. Going again with the scrambly 5P OTT rather than setting up the disc. But Lane responding accordingly, but running into the 2P from Hiho, and they're going to convert into super, and that is going to be the first round for them.
Yeah, Hiho coming back, right? Definitely played that round really strong. Took advantage of the fact that Lane had no burst, and we still have no burst as we 2K2D off the wild assault for the left, right, up, down, mix.
Oh, the JS running straight into the Capel there. That is the button of all buttons there. Millia using that in great effect there, going for the empty into the JH, but just going right into the throw. The one thing that you cannot block here after Lane is seeming to block absolutely everything Hiho is throwing at them.
Yeah, oh, but we're not blocking that overhead right there as we're back in the same deja vu scenario we've seen before. The cross up to go right side. We're blocking the overhead here. And it seems like both players are just using, yeah, the Artemis is having a ton of usage here, right? Because it's a pretty good move.
Oh, yeah, 2K2D, also a really good move as Hiho's going to use it to set up the S-Disc to get one last guess for Game 2, but they emerge the victor of that interaction, and now we are tied up 1-1.
Yo, these double like turbo fall setups are crazy.
Absolutely. You got to really employ every trick in the book when you're going against another specialist of your same character.
Right.
Like, again, we mentioned this all the time during the previous mirror between Hiho and Jikh. It's just something that you have to throw. You have to throw everything unconventional at them. We talked about testing your gangster, and right now we're doing some really crazy corner steal stuff. Hiho just an offensive onslaught using all the meters, the PRC, doing whatever. But again, Lane very solid defensively.
Yeah, but played really solid defense, a great maneuverability to get out the corner, but Hiho sees an opportunity and takes the win by force as we go into this next round where, Lane does have the burst advantage, so Wild Assault is on the table.
Unbelievable stuff here. Already forcing the deflect shield finisher right there. Now just keeping him real simple with the close slash. Maybe opting to go for more strike door pressure rather than going for mix here. But it's seeming to work out. Trying to go into an empty jump throw. Nice recognition of the falling JH on the part of Lane. Hiho catching it with a 6P. And now things are looking millhouse for them.
Oh, nice blocks on the cross up here, but even better on the Artemis, right? And they're taking advantage. It doesn't really seem like they're actually taking advantage of the Artemis, or maybe they are in just a way I can't understand.
I think, honestly, they're using it to set up for more of a ditch setup rather than completely cashing out for damage, especially if they're not near the corner, or maybe they just want to keep the corner and not necessarily break the wall. Okay. But regardless, it seems the strategy is really working out here for Hiho because now they have one more game until they advance into loser semifinals and sending Lane home.
Yeah, but once again, spending the resources early, spending the burst really early. We do not want to be in a disadvantageous situation with either of these characters on screen with any one touch. Wow, that was crazy. The Mirage to go past the close slash.
Yes, but you put yourself into the corner, but still able to find yourself a way out of there with the JH on the other side. Not before getting tripped up by a couple of 2Ks and being ushered into the corner. Once again, the JH safe jump keeping Hiho locked down as they turbo fall their way out, but into the loving arms or loving follicles of Millia Rage. Here we go. We set up the S disc or the H disc. And yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah, back to back, right? It seems like we're seeing this over again. We might see it to another Game 5 situation. We won't know until we see. But Lane is just testing the game. So like you said, doing the 5K bad moon with no meter.
Tried to JS to jail Hiho into the corner, but they are still able to find their way on out of there. The black trench coat doing some dark lane demo tapes type stuff here, but a quick swipe to the ankles here. Now the green seems to be the lucky color, and they're saying, Hiho, green does not really suit you right now, as I am getting very lucky by calling out your throw here with the Artemis. Going to the JH once again. Look at this corner pressure. The blue Wild Assault into the bad moon, and this should be enough, but falling out of the 5K, probably a little bit too wary of the burn.
Yeah, definitely try to bait the burst there, and to Lane's detriment this might be. We're actually ended up spending the burst to maintain an advantage. Hiho fighting with their whole soul right here. We have Wild Assault on deck, but it did not matter as Lane found the opportunity to fit in the far slash and bring it to another Game 5 situation in the Millia mirror.
I just can't believe how tight-knit all of these, tight-knit like the braids you would have to put on this woman if you wanted to dress her out after spring break in Jamaica. But these two characters, these three players with this one particular character have gotten the most out of each other, and we're seeing it once again here in loser's quarterfinal. Hiho dropping down from the skies with the JH. Lane sitting without burst though, so they're gonna have to fight their way back earnestly.
Yeah, and fighting back is what they'll fail to do as they get hit and get set up into another corner mix situation, but the run-up throw, like you mentioned, you can't block those.
Absolutely not, and I'm actually surprised they did not go into an RC, but all's well that ends well. You just convert the 2K into the Septum cycle. Set point in the Ditto.
Yeah, set point. Maybe we can see a last round. We do have the burst or the burst advantages. We have a Wild Assault potentially, or the flex shield. Use it where you need to.
Going to use the FD to push them out and then fully capitalize at that spacing. And just plop right, same side, right into a close. That's going to keep the corner here. Set up the disc. This is, okay, so we've seen that corner skill set up, but employing the disc as well for a little bit more visual pollution. And look what it leads to, Gummy.
What? We're back here again?
We're back here again. Duel 3, Game 5, final round, final game. Who is going to advance to loser semifinal? Same character, same stuff. but Hee-Ho trying to make sure that this is a short one.
Yeah, it's a short one indeed, as we have the positive bonus. We have the resources constantly recharging, so Hee-Ho could use that to their advantage if they so wanted to. But Lane not giving Hee-Ho an opportunity to slide in the back throw incident, the Guilty Gear Classic, and the air throw, the read on the jump there.
Had the RC after the air throw as well, just wasn't ready to use it. The compel to the other side, one more gas, but guessing right on the empty jump low on the other side. Blue Water saw to keep it going. Close slash, trying to get a retreat, and Hee-Ho locking them down with the compel. Loser semifinals is unbelievable. We got all the way over here. Actually, no, this is loser quarterfinals. Actually, no, I think we're going straight into it.
Yeah, okay, just no fit from in general. We're going, yeah, like you said, we're going into a banana on the back end, and we're not going to toss it. We're trying to attempt to throw another hammer, but it didn't get worked out.
I saw a round strong Faust 2P, so I know this is like a real.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
That's what we do. And we know that Gigantic Guy is real. But oh my god, reading the Scarecrow on the other side. Garuda was waiting for you as you tried to pick an escape option. Swing already in full swing, calling out options.
Yeah, right there, you know, that's a good thing, but I just saw Swing do, right? The Wild Assault to back Mega Fist, it's -3, but if you try to retaliate and get called out by that back Mega Fist, you will get punished for trying to punish Potemkin.
Unreal stuff there, but now it's Lurry being the aggressor here, hawking Swing down, forcing him into the corner. Now paying a little bit more respect. The J2K to come right back in there. The hammer in the back pocket, though. A hammer put right back in the back pocket. What a 6-speed to the Mega Fist to get on out of there. Not able to fully convert, but my god, we still got normals if we're Potemkin.
Yeah, really far-reaching normals in situations like that. It's not something Lurry's got to look out for compared to the other matches we have played.
Oh, but that was a good punish on the Mega Fist. The hammer on the other side of the jump in. I didn't even see them get the trumpet. Here come the meteors, though. I definitely saw that, and Swing saw that as well. Got a trade there, so can't fully establish their way in after the fact. The big six, but what a back throw.
Oh, unfortunate for Lurry there. We spent the meter to try to save ourselves, but now you need to hope and pray to whatever you pray to not die from this Potemkin Buster, as you just barely might. What? This is gonna kill?
This is 1000% going to kill. Look at Swing, look Lurry straight in the eyes.
It doesn't kill.
Saying, what? You're alive! You're alive! You were trying to showboat! Do not die for this! Okay, you live. But you saw Swing look Lurry straight in the eyes, saying, I don't care that this is top 8. I still gotta do it to you. I gotta let you know what you are in for this set. And we are in for some shenanigans, Gummy, if that is just game 1.
That is definitely a mental break right there, right? If you have the will and the fighting spirit to fight through that, then you can win everything.
Absolutely. Lurry not even paying Swing any mind while they were trying to stare holes right through their retinas. But here we go, a side flip right there. Potemkin saying, look at me, I'm trying to talk to you in the form of a Potemkin Buster.
Oh, right there, we saw another Potemkin Buster attempt right there, but Lurry got the Gold Burst out, the NC Classic. Oh, I didn't know you can get OTG off that, but I guess I know now that oh my god, the heat attack with the 2P to take the round. 9-6P from Lurry's end right there, catching the Kara Mega Fist. Immediately round start.
And if you don't know, now you know, and Swing definitely let Lurry know that they are here to play. Even though they had a bit of a break while Lurry had to play some more games, Swing seeming like they picked up right where they left off against Cheryo. But here we go. The Garuda going to whiff though, so Lurry does have another chance. We got the PRC behind it. 6B to catch a retreating Faust here. Super PRC to try to get out, but Swing responding effectively to jail them in the corner. And look at that, gonna dribble them and then send them right through the wall with the Heat Knuckle.
Yeah, sending him right through the Heat Knuckle, and it's barely enough to kill. It's a guts. What's a Guts Cuts move to a character with no guts?
That's a good point. Yeah, you just took the life bar away immediately. That is the game. That's the dangerous game that you play. Again, it's very interesting because when you have, we talked about this when Potemkin was going up against Ram.
Yeah.
Potemkin being as volatile character as they are, it's very important that you go against them with a character that's pretty stable. And if you know anything about Faust, not the most stable character, considering that their game plan is pretty much relying upon RNG.
Oh, but RNG can't cause that situation right there, right? The double hit on the 2K to break the armor, and Lurry not resting at all. Taking every opportunity that he can to continue this pressure, going up Potemkin, but the Afro just barely goes away, and Lurry has to eat a Heat Knuckle in retaliation.
Gigantic Kai Meaty going into the tap dust of Potemkin special, but still we're slowly hawking them down. Swing to call out the item call. now here we go. Just going to take this guy to get over it. Just going to eat the mini Faust, but we're still in a really good spot here. We're right in the face, calling out the deflect shield. Yet another Potemkin Buster swing. This is your set to lose.
Yeah, so like Lurry has made miracle comebacks before, so I would not count him out as good of a player as he is. But Swing just showing he does not care, or they do not care about that.
I did not think Potemkin Buster was at the range to hit. They FD'd and everything to get them out of there.
Oh.
Going into the take throw once again. That should do it. Swing again. Just letting them know as they exchange greetings at the top of the stage here. Potemkin saying, look, business is business. I just got to do Potemkin things sometimes. And we saw no shortage of Potemkin things.
But they're letting the intros rock over here. As we got, that's an alien. I wish we see a little more of it.
Yeah, I wonder, what is Gold Lewis hiding in that column? What's he hiding in there?
Nothing, I guess.
I don't know. Yeah, just look.
I must be seeing things.
Yeah, no, this is classified information. You know, what you thought you saw, you never saw, all that kind of stuff. Men in Black type stuff.
Right.
Here we go. We're gonna put we're gonna make sure that you see the coffin itself, not the contents of it, because you might be plastered all over it by the end of this set. But we will see if Jikh allows that to happen here. Winners finals. Let's get into it. We already are starting to pin down Melia here, but just running up with the 2P. So we're seeing a little bit of a jostling of position between these two to get things started in this round, feeling each other out.
Yeah, it seems like, a lot of things are happening because they're trying to call out preemptive options like, 6Ps or 2Ps or something going on over here, right? They're just counter-hitting each other constantly.
Yep, here comes the Thunderbird, and you saw what they did. Used the big jump arc, trying to jump over it, but Cheryo meeting him up there, and now getting the Behemoth Typhoon after the 2Ks. That should be enough, and it is. Cheryo getting the first round of the set.
First round, but the momentum's not there yet, right? Oh, never mind, I take that back.
Oh, but the meaty Behemoth is not going to hit, and the quick 4-framer from Melia allowing them to get out of dodge here, and some great corner carry here off of the Capel combo. Set up the H-Disc, and yeah, this is what we were talking about. It's so hard to deal with Melia once he's on there. But you break the wall, you reset to neutral. This is where Cheryo can even things out, especially being able to send out Thunderbird at such a high security level.
Yeah, but, it's really scary for Melia too, because you would think my escape option should be in the air. But Golowitz, if they're ready, they can just catch you as we saw earlier in the round. And Mirage does go through it as well, but Golowitz can also call that out. So it's about just a test of will and calling out options once again, as we're going to see Jikh take to the skies, and that actually works out.
Oh, but yeah, that's a great matchup. That's a great matchup note there, too. The 2P having the great anti-air properties that it does creates a great Abare option for Cheryo against the reset aerial pressure from Jikh. But there we go. Jikh still being able to take the round in the face of that. Trying to go for an Artemis there, but pushed out a little bit too far to where they could get him to block it. But here we go. Cheryo going to force a burst now. Security level 3 on tap. Thunderbird may be on deck if Jikh gets some distance.
Jikh creating some distance as we cross up and take Cheryo to the corner. Forget I said that. I didn't say anything. We got burst. No more. We're going into danger time.
Oh, that is actually the first time we saw Jikh fully retreat away from the Thunderbird instead of running up, taking the mix, and then just going up, because they've gotten met up in the air both times. So it's very interesting. They're trying to rotate options in the face of such a good tool. And then look at this whiff punish here. Got the 2P, potentially trying to bid out the YRC, just not ready to. But Cheryo was ready to for sure with that 2K into Behemoth Typhoon to punish.
Yeah. Oh, and calling out some sort of defensive option, deflect shield right there, and it took the time to set out the Thunderbird and will cause Cheryo to win the game right there. That was a very crucial moment, right? If Cheryo did anything else, like they got sent full screen.
Absolutely, and Jikh was devoid of tension near the end of that, so the FD was gone. Chip was just going to be on the table, and there you go, the anti-air on the 2P once again. Big swing down to the skull and caught them whiffing a throw. This is going to be disastrous for Jikh. Yeah, didn't even need the super there. Cheryo just unloading the big Haas damage there in Gold Lewis Dickinson. All caps when you spell the man's name.
And all oh my gosh, the burst bait immediately is so strong as we go into the H-Disc setup. Immediately, it seems like Jikh is actually just giving Cheryo a lot of room, right? Maybe because the fear of the 2P is probably just really strong there.
Yeah, the Abare has paid off immensely for Cheryo, using it at the exact right time. But here we go, just going to run up with the 2S, the wing right to the floor, and then convert into a round-winning combo. So once again, Jikh evening things out in the round count, but they got to try to get the game in their favor this time, or else Cheryo is going to be in a great spot, just like they are getting a landing JD there and able to send out the security level 2 drop. throne. But here we go, the Mirage, like you mentioned.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, right, that you got to try it out one time. You know, it's a very option. It's probably the best option that Milios tend to go for. But, you know, if you're expecting it, sometimes it's the best thing to do.
Oh, here we go, checking the turbo fall with the 2P, and then being ready to call out the deflect shield. That's going to be big counter hit damage there. You guessed wrong once against Gold Lewis. He will make you pay for it. No Groupon, no cutting out stuff from the newspaper. You're just going to have to pay me in full, maybe even pay the premium, but the price has to be paid, and it was paid in the form of a Game 2 loss. Cheryo, one more game to get to Grands.
Yeah, one more, right? But Jikh, as we saw, like in the other previous matches, not a stranger to coming back from failure. So even though they're down 2-0, I would not count Jikh out.
Absolutely, but it is a tall task against a character that can just absolutely not give you any interactions to adapt like Gold Lewis. But here we go, Jikh getting something started here with this great corner combo here, putting him up and toward the sky and then sending him right back on down to earth through the wall splat.
Yeah, and that wall stack creates a nice little situation here for Jikh because they can just retreat and we start getting meter passively thanks to the positive bonus. And thanks to the positive bonus, we have the meter to roam and cancel and just almost get the wall break. But Cheryo with the preemptive 2S here to call out any option that Jikh might do. And now we have the drone set up. Oh my god!
Oh, I don't know how this interaction is going to go, but it's going to go in Jikh's favor, but put them mid-screen. But they don't have access to Thunderbird, so there's a whiff punish potential here for Jikh. We're almost out of FD, and yeah, exactly the special that you do right there for Chip. Great stuff there from Jikh to close out round one.
Yeah, great recognition on Jikh's, and that's great recognition of both these players, recognizing when the other player has no meter, so they're calling out sort of defense options.
Absolutely, but here we go. The defense options are going to have to be very strong here in the face of this Behemoth Typhoon jumping out, but got met in the air. Cheryo once again ready to talk to Milia. Send them back through to the other end. My God, the optimal conversion to get the job done. Cheryo, set point. They want to go to Grands.
Yeah, they can get a Grands if they just win this one round, but Jikh is fighting back with tooth and nail, like blood on the knuckles. We are not going down without a fight here. We have burst on deck, though. What are our options here? How does Jikh going to play this out?
It looks like they're going to play it what they've been doing this entire set, just sitting outside of the range of any immediate normal or Behemoth Typhoon there from Gold Lewis and finding a way to whiff punish on in there. Yeah, there you go, calling out the fall-in JD, getting the Artemis after the fact of the 6B, trying to go for a little bit of mix here, but great block on the JH, but you cannot block forever. Cheryo being pinned down here and going into the throw. Quick RC into the JH, so Cheryo could not burst, and that is how Jikh gets on the board.
Yeah, 2-1, right? This could be a beginning of a really great comeback story going into grand finals, or maybe potentially going into grand finals, right?
Well, the round start compelled. We saw Cheryo call it out earlier in the set, but still opting to go straight into the jump. Here we go, getting slowly backed down by the Behemoth Typhoon, but still not giving up too much space. While they're like, one thing that you can easily do is just retreat way too much and inch yourself into the corner, giving Gold Lewis's win condition. Jikh is doing a great job of not just always retreating, but also finding great times to reclaim space and then whiff punish.
Right. And you know, honestly, with the Pixie character, that's things are supposed to do, take advantage of the space at hand. And just like Jikh right there is taking advantage of all this space and the camera to like let Cheryo what side it was going, left, right, but he took the throw instead.
A run-up 6P attempt doesn't stop the Thunderbird from coming out, and it doesn't stop you from getting hit by the coffin in the air. But no Thunderbird on deck here. Oh, the 6P run up, trying to find a way to get a whiff punish in here, but nothing doing. Cheryo still going to catch you. This is where stuff gets very dire here for Milia.
Yeah, not many beasts on deck. We're in danger penalty. Oh my gosh! And we have the PRC to cash out and take the round. Cheryo here on set point, looking to advance to grand finals potentially.
Unfortunate too, because Jikh was playing that whiff punish game so respectfully and so solidly, but just one slip up as they ran right into the, I believe that's the 2S, just led to them losing that round. So Jikh having to win so many interactions against Gold Lewis is just a bit of an out-reward battle going on here, but Jikh just trying to make sure that no reward goes to Gold Lewis, but a great 6P call-out is going to start everything up leading into a back throw incident. Oh no.
Oh no, Fat Milia. As the people say, we take another throw into the grab, Roman cancel into the two Behemoths. Cheryo makes it to grand finals, winner's side. And Jikh, they did lose, but they're not out. They will be
Character in very different ways, even just playing against each other. But
Right.
here we go. I think it's going to be a very similar situation to what we saw in the previous set with Millia versus Gold Lewis. It's just going to be a matter of swarming Potemkin before he can just out-reward you by forcing that PB game, as they were going for it right there, but the backdash right in time to get out of the loving arms of the German man.
Yeah, immediately, right? We're just like, we try to go for early Potemkin Buster, maybe the real, like, oh my gosh, the Gold Burst immediately, Hiho will give an advantage as we are just lose it right here, as we have to hold all this stuff.
Unabated in the approach, just gonna run up into the 2P, but here we go, Gold Burst on the other side, but that's what makes this corner pressure even scarier now. Heat tackle to keep you pinned down, and you gotta worry about PRC, but just gonna run up before they can even get to you and throw them on out of there. Hiho with the great call out there.
Yeah, definitely was expecting that. I was expecting that hammer fall like two sequences ago, right? But right there, Hiho dash blocked and was ready for it to come out as we have that Gigantic coming out, forcing Hiho to block, but the compel right there will save Hiho for only so long until we get Garuda into the corner.
That was such amazing spatial awareness, just approaching the Gigantic guy, clipping Potemkin, throwing out the 5K with the hair car, and then using that knockdown to go over the Gigantic guy on the other end. And you're seeing the reward come in the form of a round 1 victory. Hiho played that as well as you possibly could.
Yeah, playing it well. Both players got burst on deck, right? So we're just going back at it. It's like that first round didn't even happen.
Oh, here we go. The frame kill on the 5P into the Potemkin Buster. This is where things go south here. And you got 50 meters, so you got to worry about Garuda in the PB or just vanilla PB. Peanut butter and jelly go right on the sandwich. It is a very simple formula, but simple is what gets it done here for Swing.
Yeah, Swing. Oh, trying to start off with the Kara mega back fist, right?
Yes, sirree.
All right, once again, we got the left right here with Hiho's end, and Swing finding an opportunity out and finding an opportunity to put Millia in the corner, and Hiho finding an opportunity to get out of the corner and potentially break the wall. Yep, we broke it right here with the heavy tandem top, and we're going right back into positive bonus territory.
Oh, here we go. They'll crossing the arms here, coming right back down, forcing a deflect shield usage. I like that from Hiho, spending the last of their burst gauge to create distance, because look, one hit from Potemkin is going to lead to your life going away, so you might as well use it in a way to create space, but that space is slowly being taken away because the aforementioned explosive damage can come at you just like that in the form of a Potemkin Buster. Swing. Game 1 going to them.
That went so far.
Yeah.
Like that. Wow. You know, Swing is doing this thing where he's just walking for like a microsecond, and it just like, it's throwing me off at the range.
You got to be consciously aware of when you can threaten your strongest tool. So that's what Swing is doing in really good form. Again, both of us are sitting there like, I cannot believe that grab. Swing fully believing in the range there as they were able to capitalize on it. But here we go, trying to get them once again, and now getting the air throw there. What a call out there, and what a backdash call out to get out of the range of the PB this time for Hiho.
Yeah, Hiho right back in the situation they want to be in. We have the resource advantage, and we have the positional advantage, or I said we did have the positional advantage until Swing coming down with the hands of justice.
Yep, swinging the arms downward right onto the dome of Millia while she was trying to ride in the convertible. You got to cover up the roof sometimes, otherwise that insurance payment is going to be tough, and you are paying the premium currently, but it's coming back to you in the form of a wall break, so Hiho now getting things started.
Okay, we got things started. Oh, wow. That was really good, actually. I didn't think that would convert.
Absolutely not, but here we go. Just slowly knocking them down. That was such a dangerous thing. And bait. Okay, so that was definitely a call out on the part, but you still got out of jail, but you're going to eat the Artemis. We're going to bounce out of the corner, so you can't get the full conversion here. Actually, no, that's still enough.
Wow, that's... you know, I thought they didn't meet the white requirement, and I also thought Swing maybe would have bursted there, but look, Swing's the better player than I am. They clearly made it here of their own volition, and we're spending the burst to put Millia Hiho into the corner as they eat the Potemkin Buster, losing 50% in one sequence.
And here comes the Garuda pressure into the PB. All you can do is laugh because that is what Potemkin's MO is. And that was just 2 quick interaction wins into Swing, taking it with a perfect. And that is 2-0 for them. They are trying to make short work of this Millia here.
Yeah, this is, wow, crazy, right? Swing is playing all these little interactions so well, right? And Hiho is trying their best to adapt, but it doesn't really seem like it's going to work out so far, or it's not working.
Yeah, That's the danger of playing Millia against a character that has such explosive damage. Again, I allude again to the Millia versus Golden Lewis match that we saw previously. When you have to play so perfectly just to avoid the explosive damage that's afforded to you in a pretty tough guessing game, as we get the whiff run-up throw there to set up the H-disc setup. But yeah, you have to play this pretty well here to just balance out the reward difference on these interactions.
Right. And right there, like, Hio definitely takes advantage of the reward interaction. You know, but they got the round right there.
Oh, I bet you Hiho's very glad that that's -3 on block there, because that would have been an otherwise precarious situation. But a precarious situation is inbound here. But we still reset the neutral, get the run up 2K into 2D to set up the H tandem top. And here we go, get the full corner carry and set up the close slash after the fact. Oh. Good media back fist, but waiting for them, it was an even better close slash anti-air.
Yeah, that anti-air definitely went into the hard knockdown. Oh, not the hard knockdown, but the positive bonus situation right here as Swing takes advantage of the fact that Hio is jumping out of the corner to catch another jump attempt. Wow, that killed right there. Swing back on set point.
The brass knuckles right to the rib cage. Swing just letting it loose there to close things out here. Again, Hio was playing it so well, but just that one interaction enabled Swing to completely reverse the tides and get that round. But he will see how Hio tries to like command any sort of pace here. But already got to burst out of there. That was going to be real tough.
You know, it's situations like that where it's really rough to get started because any one mistake will lead to a situation where you have to burst, kind of like that one, but to Swing's advantage as we PRC back, try to whip punish it 2D, but the increased recovery buff.
Oh, catching the 6P on recovery with the falling JH here. Hio getting a lot more aggressive here in the corner here. Oh, but that still worked out. They've reflected the compel and still was able to get Amelia into the corner on the other side. Swing, oh my God. But the backdash.
Oh, but we got the mix-up right here, back-to-back, and the Heavenly Potemkin Buster getting caught out by the tandem top as we go into another pressure sequence. The JD to catch the back. Mega Fist is barely not going to kill, but we are going back into the same situation we've seen before. A positive bonus on Millia could lead to any touch, be leading to a potential kill as tandem top leads to the kill there, and it gives Hio game number 3.
Hio lives one more game at least there because that was coming down to the wire again. I don't care what the life lead is. We've seen that go away in a hurry, but Hio still having the wits about them to play that as well as you could down the stretch and still continuing that great play here, catching up on the other side with the Artemis and couldn't go into the super quite yet because was already in the middle of a cancel, but still in a really good spot.
Yeah, really good spot indeed as we force Swing to burn the burst immediately and go into the compel with the cross-up, but we still have the tension. We can go high or low. What are we doing?
Keeping them locked down here, but still getting back thrown for your troubles here. Swing now in a really good spot. Yeah, blue burst once again. It paid off really well in the previous game. That is actually very interesting there. You definitely needed a back throw there, especially delay it so the Gigantic wouldn't become a factor, but just a little bit of a misplay there from Hio.
Oh, but the 6K PRC from Swing will secure the round, dumping all the meter, and we had extra to change to spare.
That is absolutely disastrous there, just as you do, falling into that 6P. Now you're keeping them jailed here. Swing, very good on the corner offense, was anticipating a jump out by using the heat tackle to keep him pinned down, but Hio holding down back a little bit longer than Swing anticipated. And here we go, setting up the H-disc in the corner. You got to deflect shield on out of there to give yourself some space, but here we go. We're taking that space right back, and YRC right back in your face. We are devoid of tension on both sides.
Oh my God, just speaking of both sides, you gotta watch both your sides as the compel does hit the Mega Fist in retaliation.
Garuda getting started even at mid-screen. Now you have 50% meter. This should be enough, and it is! Swing holding the hand up to Grands on loser's side. Let's see, best of 5 situation. Of course, this is Guilty Gear Strive, and as this Guilty Gear Strive, we get a round start anti-air in 5P from Millia.
Yeah, and also because it's Guilty Gear Strive, we got to burst immediately to put all the opposing character into the corner. But Jikh taking advantage of the minus frames from Mega Fist to secure their offensive capabilities to start. And now, yep, the charge does for more damage into the positive bonus situation with the wall break.
Oh, but the heat tackle counter hit now ushering Millia back into the corner. We saw in the previous match how Hiho was using their burst to just preemptively, not even during a combo, just to get Potemkin away. We'll see how Jikh does it here. And actually, this is the first time we've seen White Wild Assault in a little bit here from Swing.
Honestly, yeah, I don't remember seeing Cheryo use it. I don't remember Swing using it either. They got as much.
Here we go, but I do remember seeing a hair car into the RC because, of course, look at how well it works there as Jikh uses it to get the first round. So here we go. Jikh getting things started. Swing taking to the air and coming down with the newly buffed JD that's setting up this Garuda, catching Millia, holding back a little bit longer than they needed to, trying to stick out the leg here to prevent the ground approach here. Heat tackle had the RC behind it, and just falling right into the Potemkin Buster. Swing just doing swing things, going down around. You know the vibes. I just come in here with my explosive damage.
Yeah, explosive damage is definitely what we're going to be seeing again. Ooh, that maybe was a misinput on the Potemkin Buster, but it definitely would have worked right there as Jikh was not holding up. As, you know, Swing, I wonder if Jikh has been watching the heel and says, like, okay, I know these are the moments where, you know, Swing is going to try Potemkin Buster and try to call on my air stuff. You know, it's a lot of things. Jikh does have the advantage of watching somebody play the matchup immediately as we watch this gigantic high pressure once again. Man, as I watch Jikh jump out and leave Swing in a one-touch scenario.
Wow, they have all this meter to enable the mobility as well to call out different options that Swing has because they can't disguise it behind any PRC shenanigans after using it for the PRC Gigantic, and Jikh effectively marching Swing into the corner after the fact, even though they were trying to use Mega Fist to create distance, slowly walking them down and then taking the round because of it.
Yeah, taking the whole game as we take or take what we can get as we take the burst from Swing, going into the counter, and Swing in retaliation takes a burst in turn.
Once again going for that 6P into the S tandem top to beat the double hits as well as put themselves airborne so they're not affected. But here comes the Gigantic going into the frame trap with the flick, set up the Garuda impact off. It's now going low. Here comes the guessing game, Gummy.
Yeah, we're really far out. So Millia, you know, does eventually take all this chip damage, but we do kind of get out safely. But that only works out for so long. If you get grabbed by the Potemkin Buster, that was surely no doubt kill.
That green shield from the FD. Green means go, and it's a full invite for me to come and grab you while you're trying to deflect me away or push me back away from you. But my loving arms see your invitation, and I raise you a Potemkin Buster. Swing using that to get that first round, but Jikh fighting back here in round 2. Couldn't quite cancel into the super because the top was still active, but again, still in a great way, and it's going to get even better.
Yeah, it's getting even better for Jikh right here as we're calling out all these Abare options, right? And we're just, wow, that was perfect too, right? Yeah, we had such a huge momentum shift, it seems like.
Here we go. Jikh with the shoe on the other foot here. Going for the heat tackle to catch Millia out of the air. I imagine that is going to be something that we see a lot of from Swing to try to bring Millia back down to earth as she is in a counter hit state for a lot of what she does in the air. But here we go. You're in a counter hit state after you got hit by Garuda, so you got comboed into Potemkin Buster. Truly, 100 meter behind the hammer fall. We're still in a sticky situation. Trying to use Heat Knuckle to call out a jump out. But here we go. We're still in a good spot covering the corner in really good fashion.
Yeah, but we're covering all Potemkin's options with the tandem top being set down again. What's the mix? Left, right, none of that. I want to get out of here. As we try to Heavenly, but Jikh, with good recognition, chases the Heavenly to the skies.
Here we go, heat tackle on the other end. You were not plus after that. I know that is a little bit of an ambiguous situation, but you got to know which character is going to hit the ground first. And Swing, being the wiser, smartly mashing the 5P, and that is how they're going to even up the set count 1 game apiece. So Swing fighting back.
Yeah, Swing fighting back, but so is Jikh right here as we see another blue wild assault situation to set up the mix. Wow, that almost worked out really good with the deflect shield, the double deflect shield, actually getting it right.
Here we go, the Mega Fist to try to get out of the H-Disc setup. That was indeed fake, but Jikh also knowing that as well, knowing that you know what I know, and I chase you to the skies, and then we go right back down to the ground with the empty jump low. Septum cycles right behind that. This should be the character, and it is just a quick 5P, a little hair on your chinny chin chin, and I got myself a winnie win-win. All
right, win-win-win is what we got going right No, I loved it. I loved that. That was awesome. I loved it.
I tried to be as quiet as I possibly could, just in quiet disapproval of my own joke.
that was so. I loved it. Listen, if it makes you, I loved it. If it makes you feel better.
Thank you, Kobe. Thank you. I very much appreciate that, man.
I really appreciate it.
Jikh is definitely loving the position that they have Swing in currently, but that position is now gone. The back throw call out, rising air throw from Swing, trying to get the Garuda, but pushing them out of the FDs with the FD. Here we go. Back to mid-screen.
Yeah, we got back to this mid-screen neutral we got going on right here. We're going to see another heat tackle. No, we're going to see the air throw, which is up. It's probably better here in this situation, just as this Potemkin Buster will gain us the meter, and no doubt the heat not going to close it out. Garuda actually instant.
I can't believe that, but I think now Jikh might be picking up on some of these Garuda sequences from Swing. It's usually 2 Garudas into the Potemkin Buster or the low. So the guessing game starts really after that second Garuda. And I wonder if they're going to pick up on that, try to see if they can get like a backdrift RC or something like that to get out of dodge. But here we go. Jikh might not have to even worry about that right now, as they have the pedal to the metal, fully controlling the pace of this round 3.
Uh-oh. -2 right in your face. Watch your, oh my gosh. The back throw incident as we set up into the Gigantor Kai. Very scary situation as we jump the Potemkin Buster attempt from Swing. But Jikh will get caught out in the hair car.
Not close enough to convert off of it, but the empty jump low off of the hit. Jikh is now up 2-1, and Swing is going to have to do some fighting back here.
Yeah, you know, this is crazy. I'm not used to seeing Swing on the back foot here against Millia, as like you've already torn through 2 today.
Absolutely. Usually see Swing take the early momentum in the set and then usually ride that, not calling them a front runner at all, but just very good at seeing the momentum of the set as it plays out. But hey, you get in these tournaments, you get these far if you can traverse both the adversity as well as the good times. Here we go, though. Swing is feeling the good times currently, and they're letting the good times roll with Garuda breaking the wall and breaking the ceiling on that win column as they go up in game 4.
I did like, you know, like what you called out, that Swing, or what was happening, right? 2 Garudas into the low. Potemkin Buster actually happened once again, and actually it was the core reason why Swing won there. It took advantage of the fact that Potemkin Buster is what you're expecting.
Exactly, yeah. The guessing game after the 2 Garudas, but this time Jikh running them down, not giving Potemkin even a chance to even try to approach you. Again, the approach doesn't really become that threatening until they get 50% tension, as Swing now has access to, and Jikh is at risk of losing tension with the negative bonus, but now they take that time to get on in there. JS falling into the disc, and here we go. We have the super to send them on through and get a hard knockdown situation, plus the positive bonus. Jikh has to like what they're seeing.
Oh, and I like what I'm seeing as the Artemis baits out the flick, maybe a heavenly Potemkin Buster attempt to take the round, and oh, we're on set point here.
Absolutely. Swing taking a big sigh, knowing what's at stake here, trying to recenter themselves in the face of a newly rejuvenated Jikh. They seem like they just have everything that they need, but you have everything that you need in that anti-air from Potemkin to usher Millia into the corner. The Garuda's coming out as well. The FD slowly pushing them out, but a great backdash on the PRC PB attempt.
All right, we got the same thing situation we've seen before. We're going to get the tandem top set up. Now, what's the mix? Oh, we didn't block low, unfortunately. Yep, but it's going to lead to a wall break, positive bonus situation once again, but Swing has resources of their own, and Potemkin with 50 meter is a beast to be afraid of, as we can set up Gigantor Kai at any moment.
Tension plus burst on the side of Swing currently, and they're going to spend that tension with a Hammerfall RC. And here we go, a bit of RC magic on Millia's end here, going into the Mirage after the back, calling out the deflect shield. One more guess with the JH safe jump, resetting the pressure, going into the empty jump low. The tanky individual that is Potemkin allows them to live that interaction, slowly jostling for space, but falling into the 6P. The patience from Jikh at the end there, knowing that Potemkin still had that 50% to the first set potentially. Can Cheryo just make it 1? Or can Jikh extend it to a reset? We will see now as we get on to the new stage here. It's holiday season, but no celebrating is allowed. We have some serious business to attend to between Gold Lewis, the Minister of Defense, and the ever-stern Millia Range.
Yeah, and both these players letting the intros rock. I swear I thought I saw something in that coffin again. I might be wrong, but maybe it's just the lights in the sky right now as we get into this grand finals. Duel 1, let's rock.
The lights are in the sky, but the lights are bright as well in this grand final setting. We'll see who the lights are too bright for it. Who is ready for the limelight as we get an early burst here? Once again, running into that 2S. We saw a lot of that in the previous set between these two. Jikh trying to navigate around these buttons and get a whiff punish, but sometimes just running into it, and all it takes is the one. But here we go. All you need is one knockdown as Millia to get your snowball started. Cheryo, well aware of that, popping the blue burst early.
Yeah, popping the blue burst early, forcing the PRC to try to save themselves, but Jikh, oh, the double back throw incident. Now Cheryo's back is to the wall. Holding all this stacker pressure right here as we get another throw. Who's the grappler here tonight? Is it the mix-up character or the big behemoth of a man?
Oh, the Capel coming back down while they were trying to anti-air. I believe that was a 2P Abari attempt from Cheryo here, and this should be able to close it out here. And yeah, Jikh does a Sonic the Hedgehog pose. Got to go fast, and fast they did in taking that first round there.
Yeah, taking that first round, one of many as we get into the round 2 immediately with the double overhead. Going back for the down low and setting up the tandem top once again. And we have the meter to spam. We're resetting into a throw. Jikh is playing very weird, and Cheryo does not seem to be ready for it right now.
That's what's so crazy about Millia in a tournament setting is that she has the way, like a plethora of ways, a myriad of ways to set up mix on you that even when you have an extended set between the two, it is so hard to know what's being thrown at you at that current juncture, especially in high stakes. So it's going to be tough for Cheryo to figure out a pattern that Jikh is showing because they are definitely not easily read here, as you're already seeing right now. Got the 6B, had the meter to cancel into an RC, but nothing doing here. We're just going to hog him down with the 2P, and something's got to give. You tried to Abari on out of there. Jikh was just ready with the frame trap, and that is game 1 for them.
Yeah, game 1, you know, we got a lot. We got, like we said before, we got to win a total of 6 potential games on Jikh's end. But we can make that 5 now, potentially, if we get a reset. But Cheryo immediately trying to go up for the throw, and Jikh with the nice Abari attempt to maybe just take him to the corner, maybe try to go for a nice little reset here. Oh, but the 6B crossed up and whiffed.
Here we go, we're playing the dancing game with the Thunderbird and the Mirage on through. And again, reading that Cheryo has liked to try to meet Millia in the air, was just staying on the ground. Mirage let them fall into the anti-air property of the close slash, and you're seeing the reward here, the hard knockdown situation. That is a safe jab setup. Oh my god, wait, what? What? Hold on, I thought that was, what?
Maybe might have been a little mistimed and oh my god, that was really unfortunate. All right, but Jikh making the most of what we have. We still had tension on deck. Cheryo taking advantage of the box. We have a great Abare swinging the coffin. We have level 3 security gauge. Maybe we might try to sneak out a nice little drone attempt, but the nice little Rose attempt here will break the wall and take the round. Jikh, ooh, nice comeback.
So smart using the Compel to counteract the 2P again. We saw that in the first set. That was a very good option that Cheryo was using to stop the reset from Jikh, but this time structuring their offense a little bit differently so that Capel is the point of reset in the pressure. Yes. That's really good stuff here. But Cheryo now resorting back to the ways of throwing out that 2S to dominate the ground game rather than trying to play Millia in the game that she likes.
We got another drone set up, and we find the opportunity to dive on in. And Cheryo forcing Cheryo to use the burst, but we have to block this even though we use our tension.
That's unfortunate. Had the recognition of the JD coming out, but the 6P was not going to become anti-air active in time to counteract that JD. So they had to sit there and block it, and you see what happens when you block Gold, Lewis. You get run down. Cheryo taking duel 2.
Yeah, tough, especially with no meter right there. You were just guaranteed to get chipped out. Very unfortunate part about this matchup playing against Gold Lewis. You need all the meter you can get, and you need all the help you can get as well, as we're forced to spend everything right here as the PRC slowdown will ensure that we get the perfect game back. Game 2 goes to Cheryo, bringing it back 1-1. Both these players. Oh man, I hope it's not a game 10.
I really hope not, because I can definitely, from here, I already feel the stress. I can't imagine it becoming any more tantamount during the course of this whole set here. These two are exchanging perfect execution of their respective game plans currently. It's just a matter of who can get there started first, and right now we are not even getting a clear picture of that as they're jostling for position and strategy.
Oh, how unfortunately backdash the bad move and try to throw it back throw in retaliation, but no, Jikh is just gonna bait all that out and maybe bait out the left, right. That's so ambiguous and hard to see. Oh man, it's such the nature of the beast that is Millia Rage. it's a terror on your eyes. You don't know where you're going.
Absolutely. You wear glasses, but you can only see for so long against Millia. She doesn't even give herself a chance to be seen because she's everywhere. She's nowhere at once. Look at it already. The Capel right in your face. Going for a tick throw, but good backdash at the right time there from Cheryo to get out of dodge. And you're seeing the reward difference here between characters. Even though it dropped, Cheryo is still back in there.
Yeah, but there's that elbow, but we talked about a close out the round with the wall break. We have first advantage here, trying to play neutral a little more slowly. Once again, Jikh is actually traversing the neutral a little differently as well, right? Not being getting hit less with the preempted 2S, so definitely more aware, took notes for the first set. As I say that, it happened once again. You know, it's probably going to happen again.
Yeah, I think they keep running up with like a dash 2P there, and it keeps getting counter hit by that 2S. And you're seeing it right there. That's been the approach option that Jikh has represented a lot. 2S very good at preemptively stopping that approach option, as is a big behemoth post burst. And now you have Jikh in the corner right where you want them. A healthy bit of meter as well if you want to keep the pressure up, and you will do that using the PRC. All Jikh can do is try to deflect shield on out of there, try to run out of there after the fact, but nothing's doing. This way the coffin swings and the bell tolls for the Millia. Cheryo, one more game.
Yeah, one more, but like, you know, as we've seen before, Jikh is definitely not a stranger to coming back. Yeah, as we come back to the same situation we've seen plenty before, the 2S catching the preemptive, touching 2P, and the throw in the corner for the mix-ups.
Saw the whiff punish on the 2S, this time just going in for a throw rather than just throwing out the 2P. Now trying to use a little bit more of a surefire way, even though Cheryo has been good about the backdashes, trying to throw out the throw, but a bit of a directional miss input there on the Behemoth Typhoon. Otherwise, that would have been a cataclysmic amount of damage being posted on the Millia's life bar.
Oh, speaking of life bars being gone, we dropped, unfortunately. Didn't spend the meter, dropped our B&B twice in a row now. Yeah, Jikh is taking advantage of him, tossing Cheryo into the corner. Cheryo trying to fight out. We have 100 meter. What are we going to do? What are we going to spend?
Now, you notice that they didn't reset into the JH again because they were so aware of how Cheryo's been good at challenging that reset on the other end with the 2P.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to switch sides to throw that out as we get the potential tournament point here for Cheryo. So Jikh now being a lot more weary about that option as well. So we're seeing a bit of a theater of the mind at play currently.
Right. Artemis bringing up the heavy damage right here. Oh, potential. Oh, the whiff just happened and caused the wall to unstick. Cheryo back to mid-screen. As we, oh nope, we're back to the corner now.
Oh, but trying to challenge on the ground, but good jump out there from Cheryo. And a back throw incident, not close enough, not quite close enough to the corner yet, but you're getting there. And that Thunderbird is going to make it even harder. This time directly challenging the Mirage approach. The Behemoth Typhoon going to keep them locked down. Going into the overhead, going once again into the low in the Behemoth Typhoon. This Behemoth Typhoon is unrelenting. You are out of FD, the White Wild Assault, and one more swing of the coffin. And Cheryo is your beast in the East 7. Guilty Gear Strive champion on the back of the big boss, big hoss, Gold Lewis Dickinson.
That is the secretary, or the, oh my gosh, I'm mixing my words. That was amazing. Like you mentioned, the big hoss, the big coffin, the big win. Cheryo, like you mentioned, again, is our champion. And it definitely see why. The Snorlax right there, the emotional support. We have the tactical support with the, you know, with the alien.
That's a slowpoke.
Dude, what did I say?
You said Snorlax.
Why did I say Snorlax?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Even look, Jikh's pointing into it, letting you know your mistake.
I messed up in the Pokemon event.
Oh, true.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Oh no.
We'll clown me that for later. But for now.
Yeah, we can't see chat currently, but I definitely do know that y'all in chat must have enjoyed such an amazing bracket between such amazing competitors throughout, from pool starting at 2 all the way up to now as we finish out top 8. It has been no shortage of amazing matches, and it has been an absolute pleasure to commentate it for y'all all the way through alongside Discount Hero and, of course, Gummy right here. Gummy, any final words before we sign off for the night, before we go into some Tekken action?
You know, it was all these matches were excited. Once again, awesome to work with you. It was an awesome pleasure, honestly. And it was awesome to watch all these amazing matches as all these players fought tooth and nail to get the way into top 8 with Swing showing the way they can navigate neutral. even against that really fast Pixie characters to Cheryo doing the same, and to Jikh being able to keep that high APM just ready for all situations to come at him. Unfortunately, he got second place, but second place is no slouch. That's definitely something to be proud of, especially here in Beast in the E7.
Yep, that's going to do it here. Of course, thank y'all so much for keeping it locked. And do keep it locked if you are interested for some Tekken 8 action, because Top 8 is on the way for that. And look, the venue has been loud the entire time when this game has been active. So I can only imagine how good it's going to be at the top of the bracket. But until then, I have been Zoma.
I have been Gummy. Don't tap out. Guys, go get some water, stretch your legs, and stay tuned, because we will be right back with some Tekken 8, Top 8, and Beast in the E7. Peace out, guys.